Yeah, what's up, fighters? So I'm going to kind of change it up here a little bit. I'm going to work in between myself on the video side of the podcast, just kind of chat it up with you, and then we'll splice to some of the exercises. I just wanted to kind of test it out this way, see what you guys think. This way I can also incorporate some of the things that we've done from our Zoom class, and also you guys can see just my face a little bit and get to hang out with you guys, get a little face-to-face. Obviously, if you're listening on just the podcast platform, check out the YouTube video. It'll have me. It'll have some of the exercises we covered. And also, you'll notice it's not going to be the full workouts anymore because April's over and we kind of transitioned back to somewhat of a normal situation, even though we're still in this pandemic. The Fitness Vault's kind of locked back up. So the full Zoom workouts are just for our Fitness Nutrition Vault and Pro Coach members. The full workouts are going to be locked away in the vault. If you want access to it, you can sign up for the Fitness Nutrition Vault. You get access to the full videos. However, in these podcasts, I'm still going to go over the topics from those workouts and still break it down quite a bit. You just won't have the full resources that you'd get if you're in the vault. Because again, if you're a paying member, obviously there's going to be incentives and bonuses for you, and I appreciate that support. But I also, for you guys listening and you've been with me for a while or you're new, I just appreciate you guys kind of getting value out of this and stopping by. So I want to add that in there. So before we dive into the podcast, if you noticed, we're in a Life of a Fighter shirt. Check out this awesome gear at LOFclothing.com. And you can also go to our shop at lifeofafighter.com/shop. We have the Fitness Vault up there. We have our Pro Coach program. We have amazing ebooks as well. If you just want one or two of the ebooks that we have. Honestly, when you get the Fitness Vault, you get access to all of our ebooks. So if you see a couple of ebooks you like, instead of purchasing them, I would say, it's honestly, I lose money this way, but I think it's better of the long-term investment for you guys of just sign up for the vault and get access to it. And then if you just want to have those ebooks and you want to cancel, you can cancel. That's fine. So that's my workaround, what I would do if I were you as a consumer. With that being said, let's jump on into it. So today we worked on specifically, I'm actually recording this right after the Zoom workout, and we also did our 28-day challenge week 3 breakdown. Again, if you're in the Fitness Vault and you want to hear that breakdown, I'll link to it on our private Facebook page. You can check it out there. I'll also email it to you guys. If you don't get it, reach out to me, let me know. I'll make sure you get it. And yeah, we covered planks, and I wanted to go over why I think the plank movement is probably the best option for your core and really almost for just any kind of functional application. It's such a hot word, functionality and functional training and all that. But really what I think it ultimately comes down to is how this movement applies to your everyday life. That's what functional is to me. And I think that's what it is to a lot of people, hopefully. But the idea is you don't need to have these crazy compound movements. I mean, they are beneficial, and don't get me wrong, there's a great application to them, and I do a tremendous amount of them myself. We can keep it really simple sometimes. Keep it simple, stupid. That old expression and acronym of we're doing plank variations, and then what I do is I do a 30-second timer, so it's still kind of an interval circuit rate. You get your heart rate up, you get this metabolic boost, we get a good return on investment here from our time. You know, we did 20 minutes today for the actual circuit portion. You can do this for as little as 12 minutes. So you do 30 seconds of the plank variation, 30 seconds of plyometric or metabolic conditioning movement, and you repeat that cycle for 12 rounds or 12 minutes, and boom, there's that metabolic effect that science and research has supported in our peer-reviewed journals that will showcase that your metabolic rate will increase for up to 48 hours after a workout like that. So again, that's the max return on investment. And it's something I talk a lot about with clients, whether it's the corporate professionals or our students or our athletes, anyone that's short, which I feel like we're almost all short on time nowadays just because life's so busy and crazy. Maybe not in the pandemic, but in traditional routine life. So having, hey, I can do a 20-minute workout, including a 3 to 5 minute warm up and a 3 to 5 minute cool down, plus the 12-minute actual session, 20 minutes. Hey, doesn't get much better than that. Doing that like 3 days a week. This is a really great way to marry the two of I'm going to work hard and I'm going to also save time. And the plank, the way I see the plank fitting into it is because of how many muscles that it will incorporate and engage, as well as the stability it provides for your torso and the challenging and mobilities and variations you can add to a plank. You have a wide variety and scope to work with. So that's something we added. And if you want to, again, we're going to go really into the full video and all the variations I did. Here, I just wanted to talk about the plank and the workout kind of template itself and some of the exercises you could have and the benefits behind the plank. So again, looking at that plank, I like being on the forearms and being on my toes as opposed to the high plank. I don't think the high plank is bad where you're basically in a push-up position. I actually use that quite a bit too. But the reason I like that low plank is a little bit less from wrist mobility and taxation there. Excuse me. And I also find I get a really good cue when I'm in this low plank I like to externally rotate my hands, turn them out. And then I actually focus on activating not only my rotator cuffs on my shoulder, but my scapula by pinching my shoulder blades down and back. And you can play with a bunch of different cues where you're shrugging up, down, back. We want to mobilize that scapula on our, not just back, on the ribs and that whole entire area. Because if you get into a fixed position with your shoulder blades, which is your scapula, and this is something I talked to a PT about over at Pace when I was still over there, working there more frequently, helping out with the therapy. He dropped some great knowledge on me. He always used to, and I appreciate that. Shout out to Eli. But one in particular that really stuck with me is mobilizing your shoulders in all directions, not just up and down, but being able to mobilize it front to back, right? So that we have, and then just having all this mobility, because if you only start to work them in a fixed position, you're going to have compensations. So that's where the plank allows you, you can mobilize it in a great variation of ways just from the plank itself. And remember, we're still getting all those core, or a majority of those core muscles, from our abs to our obliques to the serratus anterior to our, QL, to our glutes, to even the quads and the hamstrings, to our lats, to our rhomboids. Like all these muscles we're going to engage, and then we can hit with one movement. And again, we piggyback talking about, we work on isometrics. There's also another isometric movement I think is probably the best one out there. So marrying isometrics and also marrying just an amazing core body weighted movement. So that's to me why I love planks so much. And I think they're so valuable, as well as then the variations of marrying it with that metabolic conditioning. Again, we get metabolic boosting. So when you want to build a six-pack, right? Everyone talks about six-pack abs. They're made in the kitchen, and which is, you do need to have your nutrition on point because you need to lower your body fat percentage to have them out. But guess what? You need to also have the shape to your abs, to your obliques, to your body that you want to make it look good, which they're naturally there anyway. You have these muscles, but you can usually kind of see if someone's like I've made this mistake. When I was 16, I went from 230 pounds to 155 pounds. I thought just losing weight would make me look good with an ab six-pack. And I learned that if I lose muscle and fat, I lose some of the shape to my body. So keeping the muscle tone and definition that you want while simultaneously peeling off fat is such a huge component. So doing these style workouts where you're challenging the muscular, not just endurance of the body, but also the actual strength, which ultimately can lead to hypertrophy and having that anabolic state and effect from the workout, as well as the metabolic boost. So we're burning more calories, we're peeling fat off, we're pulling from our glycogen. So then when we refeed, our body will hopefully pull from fat as well. So that's kind of the marrying between the two. The workouts I like for six-pack themes is, yes, work your core, not just your abs too, work your back. Because if you're hunched over and you're only doing crunches, guess what? Look at what that's doing to my spine. We're getting into this kyphotic position here, this flexion into our thoracic spine, which is going to add up, especially as you get older. You're going to really feel that, and it's not going to be good. So you want to have lumbar strength, that lower back, upper and middle back. Even for myself, you'll notice that when I do squats sometimes, I'm an excessive forward lean because I've been neglecting my upper back. I've been lifting the same way. I've been, yes, working on pull-ups and planks, but I haven't, honestly, I'll be honest with you guys, I've been focusing on certain body-weighted movements and neglecting some of those auxiliary movements that really help support that structure. That's why I think deadlifts are a great option when we get back into the gym, because they can hit so much in that one movement. Anyways, I'm going on a tangent here, but that's where, again, the meat and potatoes to the plank and the way we set this up is, again, the core activation, the muscle engagement, and being able to have that variety and selection. Because then you can go to side planks, you can go to star planks, you can go to single limb planks where you lift the limb off the ground, you can kick legs out. And again, if you look at the vault, you'll see all the videos and the variations we did in this workout, as well as the workout template that has all the list of exercises and the breakdown. You guys can check that out for the Fitness Vault and Pro Coach members. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to cover for the plank, why I love it so much, and I go over it. And one thing I want to challenge you guys on, I got a quick challenge for you. 2-minute plank. Sounds easy, right? 2 minutes. I'm telling you, do it. So 2 parts to this. 1, maintain hip position. Don't let your butt drop or kick up in the air to compensate. Don't let your hips rock side to side. Keep them squared and in that good position. Be on this low plank and really emphasize pulling those hands apart. Hold that shit for 2 minutes, okay? Or try and get as close to 2 minutes as you can. This is one of the things I still use to this day with assessments for pretty much all my clients. Whether you're world champion athlete, the Pascal Schroets of the world, the Muay Thai champions and the K1 champions fighting in glory, or you're, someone that just wants to get into the gym. You've never worked out before. You've never been into fitness. You've never been in shape. You're in your mid-30s and you're like, you know what? Now's the time. I'm going to invest in my health. Or you used to be in shape and now you just, life happened. I'm there, I'm even doing that right now, building back. So get that 2-minute plank or try and get as close to you can. I want to see a video of you guys doing it. Send it in to me. I will give you tips. I will give you a program to help adapt to that. We can set you up for success, because guess what? Not just having a strong core is good for abs and all that fun stuff, but it's going to be a benefit making everything else easier. When you have a stable, strong core and torso, running can become easier because you can maintain that position. Lifts become more efficient and better because you have that strong torso and where that strength is going to come from. You also feel more confident, and then you can even work all these other options off of it. So hit your planks, y'all. Work those variations. Let me know if you have questions. Take videos, send it in. I want to see it. Message me. I want to see all this stuff, guys. I love it. And again, if you've been seeing us post about the 28-day challenge and you didn't jump in on it, you can't do it live with us, unfortunately, because we kind of went past that point. You can still check out the challenge. So we have it up on my Instagram. You can check the profile and go to lifefighter.com. You'll get a little pop-up that you can put it in. It's free. I wanted to give this to you guys as a resource for free. However, when we do the live 28-day challenge, you also get accepted to the fitness vault for that time. If you're not doing it live with us, unfortunately, you don't get that benefit, but at least you get the 28-day challenge. So I want to see it change your lives. Keep me posted. I know it's been exciting for the about group of 20 that we've been doing it together. And I'm excited to share the results when we get there. So appreciate you guys. That's it. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of splice up for the video portion of it. And for you audio listeners, appreciate y'all too. All right. Again, check out the shop, check out LOFclothing.com, social media, all that good stuff. And I'll check you guys later. Peace.